Hello and welcome. My name's Nick and this is That British Homestead. Today I thought we'd talk about some of the seeds that we can sow in April. Let's get started. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is Brussels sprouts. We can start sowing our Brussels sprouts, which would be our mid-late Brussels sprouts in the first week of April. Some varieties are such as Seven Hills, and I cannot pronounce this, but Gronnger. Another one is, I swear, bull's blood, but I could not find it in my seeds collection, so I might be a little bit wrong about that one. Another thing that we could be sowing is cabbages. So a selection of the cabbages I'm going to be growing this month are January King and January King 1. One called Kalibos, it's red langdon, red Londero, which is, and Deadon. Another one that you can sow in April is kohlrabi, which is a fantastic vegetable, and it is actually like it grows as a swelling just above the soil. Tastes a little bit like the stem of broccoli. I really like it. It's fantastic in stir fries, fantastic in salads, and I really enjoy it in coleslaw raw. Okay, and the ones we're going to be using is Ballet and Delectably white, which is a green variety and the other is a red variety. Be careful with pigeons, they absolutely love kohlrabi. Okay, if you want anything for yourself, mind you that the pigeons will love them, so either cover them or plant them somewhere that you don't have pigeon problems. Okay, remember what happened to me. Also, beetroot going to be a great one to plant this April, and chicory would be a really great variety. It's quite cute, it's white and red, and it's in stripes. It's very picturesque. I love that one. Another one would be sugar beet, which is a white beetroot. I actually harvested some of them out of my greenhouse the other day. They're fantastic, really crunchy, really fantastic in salad. I ended up making some of them into a soup, and I'm telling you, that soup, it was amazing. So I've got that, I've frozen some of it, and I'm going to be taking that to work in the week. So it is a great one to have in a soup because it doesn't turn the soup a weird colour. And it is great. So I had like potato, that, leeks, some celery, etc. And then it was absolutely delicious. And it helps thicken up the soup as well, which is great. All rounder, that one. Another one is golden beetroot. I love golden beetroot. It is a bright yellow colour, and it's just fantastic if you want some sort of crunchy salads or anything like that in the summer. Honestly, even if you hate beetroot, and you're like, oh, I hate beetroot, golden beetroot and sugar beet don't taste like beetroot. They taste amazing, all right? They don't have that earthy taste. If you don't like the earthy taste, wash them, peel them, wash them again, then cook them. Radishes, another great one. You get a radish in 30 days, ridiculously fast. Some of the varieties that I'm going to be sowing are Rainbow, which is just a mix of all different colour radishes, which is a great one if you want to start sowing something unusual. Black, Spanish black, is great. It's really dark, and in the inside is bright white, so it's quite an exciting one, very picturesque. And of course the breakfast radish, which is very traditional, red on top, white at the bottom, and quite long and thin. Carrots, love carrots, I love varieties of carrots. Some of the varieties I want to grow is Yellowstone, which is a yellow long carrot. The only problems I have with yellow carrots is that you do have to cover up their shoulders because they do go green on top, but I like them anyway. Red Samurai, which is a very pretty red and long carrot. It's an unusual one. Purple Haze, which is, it kind of reminds me, Purple Haze, of a sunset. Don't know why sunsets aren't purple, but it's got, the outside of it is purple, and as you cut into it, it is like a normal carrot. Okay, another great one actually is Black Nebula. There's a very pretty carrot, but honestly, cook them on their own because they dye everything purple. They're actually nicer in a salad because they do tend to stain things, or roasted. Oh my days, I love roasted carrot. Okay, so strawberries and something that you'd be planting out this time of year. Love strawberries. We grow Cambridge Favourites, which is the variety that we use. They're quite a nice chunky sort of strawberry, really incredibly sweet, great yield from them. We've made strawberry wine from them, we've made strawberry pie from them, we've made strawberry jam from them, and we've eaten them fresh. And they're great. The only thing I would say is last year we spray painted some rocks to look like strawberries and put them in to the strawberry holder. That worked fantastic. Didn't have to net them, didn't lose a single strawberry to the birds. Top tip. Okay, another one that I thought that would be pretty cool to include, and I keep trying to buy it but not getting them, is a Pineberry, which is a strawberry that is yellow, and it tastes apparently a little bit like pineapple. However, do not fall for these rainbow strawberries where they're blue and orange and green and things like that, because they don't exist. They do have a blue strawberry, but it's not available for the public. It's a GMO, and I believe it was, I want to say cuttlefish genes that they put in there, but it's not available for consumption for just, you know, me and you. It is only in a lab at the moment, so don't fall for that because I almost did, okay? So make sure that you are double checking when you go onto eBay. It's very tempting, but if it's the same picture and it's just Photoshop, just be careful, right? Another thing that we could be focusing on sowing is broccoli. I've got a couple of varieties of broccoli that I'm going to be trying. I've got Lana mix, and it is a mix of white and purple broccoli, sprouting broccoli I mean, and it is quite nice. I like the idea of it. Next one is a Atlantis, and that is a sprouting broccoli variety. Rudolph is a golden oldie for us here. Always gives a fantastic yield. Always, it just, every year it is the bread and butter of my broccolis. Okay, they just gives and gives and gives and gives, and it is always in that hungry gap where you have nothing to harvest. So I love my Rudolph. Okay, Burbank's quite an exciting variety for us. It's a white sprouting broccoli, so it looks a little bit fancy, and we're quite excited about that. We love to have sprouting broccoli, especially in that hungry gap. We love to have something that fills in that harvesting need. Okay, that's why we end up putting quite a few that's why we end up growing quite a lot of brassicas during the cold weather. Okay, additionally, if you grow your brassicas in the cold weather, there is absolutely no worry about butterflies and caterpillars eating them all. So that's always a good thing. We've just been harvesting some of our cabbages and they've just started getting caterpillars, but we haven't worried about them all summer long. So, all winter long, sorry. Next thing that we are going to be thinking about is cucumber. The cucumbers that I have currently been sowing, one is called Telegraph and one is called Cartman, and they just like what I call traditional cucumbers. So they look like, I think people call them English cucumbers, but the one that we get in, you know, in the supermarket that you get in Asda, they're the ones that are the varieties that you are going to be growing. And I quite like going a little bit weird, so we've gone for a lemon cuke, which is like a little tennis ball shape, and it looks like a lemon basically. It's round, it's a little bit spiky, it's a little bit different. Another one that we're going to be growing is yellow China, I want to say China, but it's not, it's Chinese yellow, which is a longer cucumber. Reminds me of the cucumber that you get when you go on holiday. It's quite thick skinned and you do have to peel it, and it's like a yellow, it's like a white material inside, and then you've got to scrape the seeds out because seeds are going to be a little bit big, but I think that's going to be quite exciting. So we've done those two. I do know you have an orange cucumber. I think it's called Crystal Cucumber, and that is much like the lemon cuke, but it's an orange colour. And that one has quite an interesting story actually to it. A man was like trying to convince people back in the day, you know, but back before you had internet, that he crossed a orange and a cucumber, and he was charging loads of money for the seeds, so it was very exciting. The last variety that I'm going to be sowing in April would be Sweetcorn. As you can see, I've already done my Fiesta, which is like a multi different colours and really exciting one that is a very long season one, that has all different colours from stripy brown to blue to orange to pink. So we're going to grow quite a few heads of that this year, which is really great because you can actually use that as a fresh a fresh sweet corn, so you can have it on the cob or off the cob, in salads and things like that, or you can use it as popcorn, or you can even use it as a flour. So we're very excited about this year. However, there is a one called Swift, which is a fast growing sweet corn that will be ready by the end of the season for definite, but it's only for sweet corn consumption. It is much sweeter and more what we're palated towards in the modern society, where we have very sweet corn. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Happy gardening. Bye bye.